What's up, y'all? Y'all know how I do. Let me check the woo wop on the woo wop and make sure we still live and everything is exactly what it's supposed to be. And once I do that, oh yeah, oh yeah, we exactly where we need to be at. Is exactly where we need to be at. So, um, as you can see from the title and the sub caption, we are definitely tapping in with entrepreneurs in and around the city of Detroit. And I want to make sure I get to everybody who wants to join in. I do not want anybody to feel left out. I want to make sure that we touch base with all different kinds of entrepreneurs because I want to tell all different kinds of stories. This is not an easy thing to kind of to get across to people, but just being an entrepreneur is not a win. Just being an entrepreneur is not a win. And that is a story in itself. If you are an entrepreneur who is struggling in your business and you are doing things uh to better yourself and better your business, that is a story too. I do not want anybody to feel like just because they haven't reached a certain level in their entrepreneurship that they don't have a story, because we all have a story. And the better that you are in understanding your story, the better other people can learn from your story. And even if you feel like you can't teach them anything, it's something that they can take away from your story. And I want to make sure that other entrepreneurs feel inspired and motivated by your story. And this does not come easy to some people. Public speaking is not everyone's strong suit. And a lot of times people are speaking publicly without a goal. Like you just go out because people inviting you out. I have not done a lot of things that I've been invited to because I did not really understand what the exact offer that I was putting out was. But brother Keith has already tapped in, and I want to make sure that this is about him. And we will talk a little bit more after we do this interview. But I actually love this brother. Before I bring him on, I want to give y'all an introduction. So I was at the what was they calling it? It was still the hip hop shop then when brother Keith was a partner or owner there. I'm gonna let y'all let him tell y'all exactly how he came into that deal. But I used to go up there and Keith used to park his car like on the sidewalk basically and play chess. And I used to be up there with Nep, and I'm like, man, dude, he be cool, like always cool. And I'm like, man, the brother always cool, and he always chilling. And a situation had happened up there. And when the situation happened, I didn't even realize that he was involved. But once I realized he was involved, I'm like, man, it had to be some BS because dude always chilling. And it turned out to be some BS. And unfortunately, somebody lost their life. But brother Keith is here. And after the situation, that is not the major part of the story, but that is something that I remembered. It's like, man, he always chilling. And sometimes we end up and the public can make us out to be things that we're not out to really be. And I love the way he bounced back. And I ended up in a legal situation of my own. And when I came home, he had made it home. And I was like, man, I'm just glad to see that he bounced back and he is so focused on his entrepreneurship that he never lost a step or lost a foot. And that's a very good thing that I want to touch on before we even get into his full story, y'all. So I want to introduce y'all to brother Keith Hudson of Benjamin Brothers, y'all.
What's happening, Captain?
How you feeling, brother?
Oh man, great day to be alive. Great day to be alive.
You looking fly as always, man.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm uh like feeling real good, bro. It's like hard to explain it, man. As much as I do, sometimes I get a little tired and but I'm feeling inspired today.
That's good. Good, man. Good, good.
Most definitely, man. Hey, you said I'm always ready. Hey, you ready? You in the car still ready? I
Yeah,
love
I'm
it.
about to tell you, hey, I said, my man, I thought he wanted to go on in a couple of days or something, put something together. He said 6 o'clock. I said, oh, bet, let's go. I'm
Let's
always ready, man. God said,
let's
don't speak to it if you ain't gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel that, and that's something that everybody got to understand. Like, it was a probably like 2, 3 days ago. I was inspired to get on. I literally just went, shaved up, and jumped on here. Like literally, just went, shaved up, and jumped on. Like, let me shave and get on here, man, because it's important that we constantly creating content, and we want to put our best foot forward. But a lot of times people overthink it. Perfectionism it actually slow you down. Sometimes you got to just press play and go for
It has to be organic, man. I was on my way to the studio. I was like, oh,
it.
let's go. I'm ready to go anytime, all the time. This is what I do. I ain't tripping, man. And you know what? I used to be so scared to be in front of the cameras and speak out and tell people how I feel, man. I don't care what you feel about me. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
My
Like it
God.
or not, you know?
My God. So let's start from the beginning, man. How did you start off into entrepreneurship? I know you had the houses and you were renting the houses out, renovating the houses and everything. But was there something before that?
Most definitely, man. My old man was working at Chrysler, and Chrysler laid him off one year, and he started a lawn service. So
Okay.
we would be the 11, 12 years old, man. He'd throw us in the backyards and cut grass or what have you. So around 15, 16, when I was old enough to get my license, I got me a truck and some lawn equipment, and I was literally, man, I was shoveling snow, scrapping metal. Guys on the block used to laugh at me because I was like Sanford. They called me Sanford and Son because I was scrapping metal, man, picking up stoves, refrigerators. I was doing what I had to do, man. And one time my old man gave me like 11 clients, grass clients. I turned into 101, man, in one year. So
Mm.
that popped off the entrepreneurship for me.
So you started young, and how old were you when that was?
I was 16, 17.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yep.
That's what's up. So how long did you do that?
I was off and on because I got into the streets too. I was off
Mhm.
and on with like I said, I was cutting grass since I was 11 years old. So I was off and on with it. I got dead serious. I got dead serious when I was about 21 years old. That's when I really clicked on when I was 21.
Mm.
That's when I got the matter of fact, I was 21 when I think 2021 when he gave me them clients. And I was because I was already still had, I'd be cutting 5 or 6 houses here and there. But when I got 21, I got dead serious, and then I locked in and started going. I went legit, and I ain't never looked back since then. And I just been going. I ain't never had a job, man. Thank God. I ain't never had a
Yeah.
job. I thought the police was watching me, and I went to get a job at Ramshorn. I went for a week and I didn't go back and get my check. I just thought the police was on me. So I think you're doing something. I wasn't even
No,
doing
that
it to be on me, I don't think. But hey, I thought they was on me, man. And I got a job for a week and didn't even pick the check up. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
crazy. That was my first job. My first job was at Ramshorn. I worked at Ramshorn in Southfield. It was
12 miles.
yep,
That was
yep.
the
That's crazy. I
same.
worked out
I was
the
watching
owner, the
dishes.
owner named Tom, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's crazy. So Tom gave me my first job. My godfather like talked to him and he was like, man, my godson about to be 14 and he need a job. And Tom was like, tell him come in here. I went in there like on a Friday and Tom
Uh-huh.
was like, come back in the morning, you can start working. And I worked there maybe like 3 months. And
Okay.
do you know Tom is still up there? I went up there
Are you
maybe.
serious?
Listen, bro, he's still the owner. I went up there maybe about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I walked in there and I said, "Hey, Tom, what's up?" And he looked at me and I said, "Man, you don't remember me." He said, "Man, I remember you used to work for me." And I said, "I did." I
Dang.
said, "Yep." I told him I did, and he was training his daughter to take over. He said, "Man, I'm tired, so I'm training her." I used to work with his daughter. Like his
Wow.
daughter was
How
there
old is
when I was
Tom?
there, and
How old
she
is
was
he
like,
now?
"Yeah." So he was man, Tom had to be like late 60s, early 70s, maybe. But he was still
Wow.
up there, bro. Like it was crazy. I walked in there on an evening one night, and it was like probably about like 8:30, maybe 9 o'clock. And he was up there. Like he was up there, and we had probably a little quick 3, 5 minute conversation. And that's crazy, man.
Small world. That was my
Small
first.
world,
That was
bro.
my only job that I really never had.
You know what's crazy? I got a homie that run a furniture store. He worked up there with me. He went to
Hmm.
school with me, so we was already cool, but he worked up there with me, and he always say that, "Man, I wonder how Tom doing," but he's doing real good. His family left him a furniture store, so he doing furniture, like carpet cleaning, upholstery, like he's doing real good. He moved
That's
down
a
to
blessing.
Atlanta, man. Yeah, so it's listen, man, any type of work is work. So you had a father that gave you the opportunity to be an entrepreneur, but it's still work. Whether you
Yes,
whether
sir.
you you know whether you was under Tom or under somebody else, being under your father and learning entrepreneurship which is the way I feel like everybody should teach their kids right now.
Yes.
Some
Yes, sir.
form of entrepreneurship. My daughter make bracelets. My sons do,
Mhm.
they clean up around here, like clean up around the neighborhood and do different things for money. Like it's pertinent that we teach them how to go make some money. We can't just
Mhm.
keep giving them anything because they turn 18, 19 and they still there with their hands out.
Yeah, you can't do that. Can't raise the children like that for sure.
So how did you get into buying the homes and doing the renovations and all of that
Well, you
stuff?
know what? When I started going hard on the lawn service, and I turned those 11 clients to 101. I
Mhm,
um I immediately, bro, I was getting burnt out. I said, man, I can't be. Why am I cutting their grass? I need to own these houses because I'm doing
mm,
houses. Majority of my houses, 90% of them was in Sherwood Forest area between Livernois and Parkside. So I'm like, I want to live like this. So
mm,
I'm like, okay, I gotta own the houses. So that winter, I started that summer and that winter, I started scrapping metal, cutting grass, and shoveling snow. I saved up $7,200. This is 1998.
mm,
And my cousin had started working out in Southfield at a mortgage company called Best Funding. Greg Blaney, I remember it like it was yesterday. And he started going out there doing mortgages and asked me that I want to come out there with him and do mortgages. And we talked about going to the auction. So I would go out there when I get some off time for an hour or two out the week, start learning how to do mortgages and stuff. But I was mainly hustling, trying to get that money up for the auction that was coming up that following year. I saved my $7,200 up. My cousin matched me, and it was 14-4. We went to the auction, and we bought two ran down houses. I remember the address: 15612 Bayless, 15112 Burwood. And we bought an apartment building, a vacant 16-unit apartment building, 13200 LaSalle. And then we bought like 25 vacant lots. Now, the two houses in the commercial building was ran down, needed everything to it.
mm.
So we bought them, and then it was up and popping, up and running from there, man.
That's what's up. So
Yeah.
you went from those two houses to how many houses did you end up on?
Back in what was that? I bought and sold over 1,500 houses between
Mm.
2012 and 2015. Me and my company have bought over 1,500 houses, bought and sold.
Oh, that's what's up. So
Yeah.
basically y'all got a system and the system was working.
The system was immaculate because we wasn't. This is when houses were going for 500, 1,000, 1,500, $2,000. So
Yeah.
we went to the first auction and we bought 53 or 57. The second auction we bought 150 some houses, and in our last third auction we had bought 457 houses at one time. And then every auction thereafter we were just buying a few hundred, few hundred, few hundred. But we had
Mhm.
bought and sold within 5 years 1,500 houses. We wasn't repairing none though. We were just buying them for 1,500, 2,000, or 500, selling for 3,000,
Oh,
6,000, ten
okay.
thousand, whatever that was.
Oh, okay. So it was just a quick flip. It wasn't even a fix and flip.
No, it wasn't no. We would clean them out and do a little something to the outside, hit the bushes and the grass, and we putting it on the market for whatever we thought it was worth.
That's what's up. So
Yeah.
you said you did that until 2015. So
Yep.
how did you end up getting involved with the hip hop shop?
I got burnt out on real estate,
Mhm.
like the lawn service. I got burnt out on real estate. Me and my partner got into a little confrontation, so we severed ties. I took about 75, 80 personal houses. He
Mhm.
took his houses and kept the company or whatever. And then I had nothing to do. I was bored, so I went. But one of my guys, firstborn, he had a proposition. The shop was empty for the first time after all this time. From after Maurice Malone and them had it, somebody else had the shop, but it just came empty, and they had seen it. They're like, man, wouldn't it be a good idea if we bought the shop and opened it back up? I'm like, wouldn't it be? I'm already burnt out on real estate, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know
Mhm.
what? Let's do that. They're like, you lying, you lying. I said, watch this. Next morning, I called up the owner who owned it, negotiated something, worked it out. Next week, we up in there. It's show business, baby. It's time to go.
That's what's up. Yeah, like I said when I was introducing you, I just remember you being up there all the time, sitting out front playing chess, chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm always like, bro, cool. You know what I'm saying? Bro, be chilling, and that go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people that's just known to be hotheads and known. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you got people you see that's confrontational and different
yeah.
things like that. You know what I mean? But you never came off as that, never to me when I was up there with Nep. Nep was up there damn near every day.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
that's my
was up
guy. That's my guy. Nep. Matter of fact, me and Nep never had a couple conversations we gotta have.
there.
I gotta, you gotta shoot me his number, man. I gotta
I
holler at
got you.
Nep.
I was with Nep last night. We went out last night. Me and Jovi, Jovi had a party.
Oh
So we
yeah,
went out last night. Yeah, me and Nep
yeah.
was
I
together
gotta
last
get
night.
face to face with Nep, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I gotta get face to face and talk to Nep, man. I gotta get some heartfelt words from Nep.
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta talk to Nep. But hey, we from that cloth, man. Don't start none, won't be none. So I ain't never been confrontational, man. I don't want no problems. Please,
yeah.
please excuse me. My fault. That's where I come from, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best way to be, right?
Yes,
So,
sir.
real quick, I want to, as much as you want to get into the situation, right?
Okay.
So it was your situation, you know what I mean? And I know it's behind you now, but as much as you want to get into that situation, I know that was a life-changing situation, that happened up there.
Yes,
So,
sir.
I don't want to go into details about everything that happened. I just want to go into, how it affected you and your business growth and everything, the mindset.
Man, it's so bittersweet, man, because the incident that took place was a guy I was trying to actually help out.
Hmm.
I had love for him, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to invest in him. And a lot of things didn't go as he wanted it to go. And I felt that he was wrong in a lot of situations. And I don't care if you my mama, I don't care if you my son, my daughter. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And I'm gonna tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't take his side on a few things, and that's what caused the most controversy to
Hmm.
between me and him. And it was bitter because I at one half of me is like, man, I don't want to never help nobody else again in my life. This
Hmm.
is the thanks I get after helping somebody. The other side was me. It was it feels so good to give. It feels so good to help anybody that need help. You know what I'm saying? I get more pleasure out of helping somebody than I do getting stuff for myself. It's
Yeah.
just who I am. You know what I'm saying? So it was a bittersweet. It was the worst situation in my life, but it was the best one. To be honest with you.
Most definitely. So I remember you the fight, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like I fought, you know what I'm saying? I've been in them type of fights. And actually that's when I got indicted in 15. So I got a federal indictment. So and I had fought for about 2 years myself. So
Mhm.
I just know how the fight is, man. And people that haven't been through the situation don't really understand how it is mentally. It's draining mentally.
It's
You
it's
know,
it's I got lost for words, man, taking me back there. It's so, especially when you're fighting a murder case. This is like life or death, even though
yep,
you're living. You know what I'm saying? And no one can ever. I don't care. I've had a lot of stuff I come up against, but if you ain't fought one of these, you ain't really had no fight. It's like fighting a lion, a tiger, and a bear at the same
man.
time. You know what I'm
And
saying? So it's different, man. It's
you
totally
know,
different.
I commend you on the fight. Right?
Mm,
So as I was actually going in, I had seen that you beat it, right?
okay. Okay.
I was on my way in. So
Wow.
yeah, no, I was on my way in. I fought. And when they came down to the 60 months, I said, okay, yo, I'm gonna quit playing with y'all now. I
Hey,
didn't fought you.
and you know what I learned about going to jail, man? I understand. See, people think because you go to jail, oh, he turned soft, or he turned into a coward. Listen, you in the belly of the beast. You in hell itself, hell on earth.
Yeah,
You either gonna
yeah.
turn to God or you gonna double down with Satan. It ain't no two ways about it,
It ain't no
man.
two ways about it. So I didn't, and I had already fought a case as a youngster. I did 9 years before I met you and all that. So I
Did
had
you?
already, listen, I had already fought a case. So I know how this can get,
Mm,
right? So with this Fed case and the Fed case different because they've been watching me. And then I got all these rats on my case. So it's all this, all this information and all this stuff. So the feds only knew like I hadn't done nothing too loud other than I bought a Lexus. I hadn't other
mm,
than that, I lived in a nice condo in Novi, different stuff. But I had the way I was paying my taxes. I had everything kind of together. And
mm.
that's the first thing they told me, right, Keith? They said, man, you real smart. They said,
They
so, but
told you
I had
that.
They told me that, but I had learned from some pretty good criminals, right?
Right.
Like I said, I did the time before. So I had learned for some pretty good criminals. So I was paying taxes. I did everything to look as legitimate as possible. And
Let me ask you this
I
though: when they telling on you, do you know who telling on you? Or you really like,
nope.
where's this information coming from?
Nope, you don't have a clue. So that's the scary part, right? So you talking to like how you've been, you've had entrepreneur, things and your father taught you things. I've been in the street my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally been in the street my whole life. It was a moment I lived with my big brother, and I just got off the phone with my big brother. He a church guy. So I've
Mm-hmm.
been in church and still in the streets. I've been, but I've been in the streets my whole life. I
Right.
caught my first case at 11. So I've literally been in the streets my whole life, and I've never seen nothing like the feds.
Mm.
I've never seen nothing like the feds where it's like all of this information they got on you, whatever. And they didn't have a whole lot of information on me in particular, but they
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of information on the people I caught my indictment with. So I'm
Right.
fighting a RICO at the time. Like it's RICO, yeah, man, they trying to scare me. Yeah, whatever, whatever. So you don't have a clue who I don't to this day, I don't
Dang.
they didn't even have my co-defendants on my paperwork.
So
I don't even know
you don't know who telling.
I don't even know who my co-defendants are. I only know a couple of them because I know where the case originated from. So
Mm.
where the case originated from, they have them on my paperwork as owner 1, owner 2, owner 3, and I know 2 of them in jail because my lady is her family. So I know 2 of them in jail. So I don't know who the other owners they had down because it was 4 owners.
Wow.
One
Okay.
person died, but it's still somebody that they saying was an owner that nobody's accounted for. So that person had to like cooperate in some kind of way. You feel
Mm.
what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can kind of guesstimate how things worked out, but in the end, it's no names on there. When I pled guilty to, I ended up pleading out to a conspiracy and not the RICO charge. That's how I ended up with the 60 months. So when I pled out and I was like, look, I'm guilty of conspiring with others. That's what the charge say, you are guilty of conspiring with others. I asked the judge, I say, I just want to be clear that I don't know who others are.
Mm.
He said, yeah, but you pleading guilty. I say, yeah, but I'm just saying I'm not admitting to working with nobody in particular because it's no names on my paperwork. I said this in court. I said, and I'm just, making sure that that's understood that I don't know who my co-defendants are.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want whoever coming behind this. I don't
Yeah,
want y'all to
saying that
be
I
able.
told that I was
Nah,
working with them. I don't know nothing. I
I
don't know
don't
who
know
I'm working
nothing.
with.
I
Right.
don't know. Yeah,
I'm playing guilty what what I know I've
ex-
done.
exactly. That's what I said at sentencing, right? I don't know nothing, but I'm pleading guilty and saying that I've done wrong. I'm gonna go to jail for this. But I just want to be clear that y'all have not told me who my co-defendants are.
Mm.
I don't have a clue. It ain't nobody for me to tell on because I don't have a clue.
Right. And what did the
You know what I'm
judge
saying?
say?
The judge say, well, in order to plead guilty to a conspiracy, you have to have done something with other people. I say, yeah, I don't mind pleading guilty to that. I just want to make it clear that I don't know who the other people are
Mm.
because y'all haven't told me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Literally
Right.
for 2 years, I've been fighting the case and don't know who my co-defendants are. And so for real, bro, the feds will tear you up. So now
Mhm.
all of the rats, right? All of the rights, right, bro? All the rats, it just say source of information. Confidential informants and source of information. Is no names on my paperwork. None.
Dang.
That's the scariest thing in the world because I'm out here on bond for 2 years fighting this case. I'm paying this lawyer I'm handling my business for 2 years. I don't know if I'm speaking to a rat.
Right. Your homie could be the one telling on you.
I,
You don't even know.
Not at all, because none of my people got indicted. Literally, my whole case is based on 8 people. None of my people ever seen none of the people that I deal with have dealt with. It's literally like they were building a case on them, and I walked into it.
And you was on the phone with him, and some conversation happened, and that's what took
Not at
place.
all. I ain't talking on the phone. It ain't got no phone records, nothing. I literally walked into a doctor's office and they say, who's this guy? And that's how I caught my case.
Oh, that's
Yep.
crazy.
They seen me bringing people. So my case was on as appeal case. So I'm bringing patients and getting scripts and all of that. It's over with now. I'm off of
Yeah,
everything. So
yeah, yeah.
I'm getting scripts and doing everything. So all they did was see me walk, like drop people off or walk in and do whatever. And they start asking questions. Well, who is dude? They was building a case on somebody else. And basically I walked into the case like, well, who is this guy?
Wow. Ain't
And
that a trip?
nobody there knew anything about me other than I brung people because I didn't deal with anybody there. So I didn't sell pills to none of them. I didn't, I
Right.
did
You just bring
nothing else.
your customers there and they pick
That's
up
it.
off of that.
That's
Yeah.
it. And they got me on that. So that was it. That's all they had me on was that. So they watched me go to the pharmacy. They was taking my trash. It was like a whole little thing. So at the end of the thing though, they basically caught me leaving the farm because they didn't know where the pills were going.
Right.
That's why none of my people got indicted. Nobody I deal with, nobody got indicted. Literally, they caught me dealing with the office and they was looking at them and they caught me leaving the pharmacy and pulled me over because they knew I get rid of all the paperwork. They had watched me get rid of all the paperwork and basically bag up the pills and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They seen me do that much.
The
They
feds
know
say
I
they
do
know
that.
you smart, huh? They say you smart.
Listen, they need to say, man, because why get caught with paperwork? That ain't nothing but a trail for them to ask somebody something. So at the
Exactly.
end of the day, they end up catching me leaving the pharmacy in Pontiac, pulled me over in like Bloomfield Hills somewhere off on Telegraph. And you know what was crazy when they pulled me over? They didn't even take me to jail. They got me, they take me locked, and I knew it was a sting, and I knew it was like a crazy operation because when they pulled me over, it was an unmarked car, and the two people got off. The two people got out. The two officers got out. One had a Livonia police shirt on, and the other one had like a Southgate jacket
Dang.
or something. So
Yeah.
when I seen it, I was like, why y'all pulling me over? I got this expensive ass car, the best insurance in the world. I ain't spared nothing. I know I'm riding dirty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So why would I do anything illegal in Bloomfield Hills? So I say, man, why y'all pulling me over? He was like, if you think this is a traffic stop, you got another thing coming. And
Mm.
I said, oh, I know it's not a traffic stop. I said, y'all some kind of task force. He said, "Oh, so you are smart." That's how I knew it was like a case they built up on me. But I
Yeah.
had already knew they snatched the trash probably like 3 months before because the neighbor called me. He said, "Man, a black truck pulled up and threw your trash on the back."
Dang. So you
And
knew what time it was.
I knew what time it was, so I knew they was on me. I called one of my people. One of my people had just came home, and this was her second Fed case. So when I called her, actually I went to her. I went to her apartment, sat down and kicked it with her, and she said, "Jackpot, they on your ass." That's what she told me. That's exactly what she told me. She said, "Jackpot, they on your ass." I said, "Yep, it's cool." I said, "Nah," and I played it even closer to not, not dealing with everybody a certain way. I kind of, you know what I'm saying? So when they finally did that, they literally pulled me over just for information, took me to Livonia. They was like, "Look, man, you're not gonna be here long." We told my son was with me. Cinco he's like, "We told your son mom to come, come pick you up in a couple hours." I said, "A couple hours? Man, I don't got nothing to say to y'all. I'll be out of here in 5 minutes. Y'all should have told her to follow us on everything I love, baby." One
Flat
thing
out.
about one
We ain't
thing
got
about it,
shit
and
to say.
from fighting your case, bro, y'all people got to learn how to be quiet. If you be quiet, I've never written a statement, never gave a statement, and I'm telling people like y'all got to be quiet because you don't know what they know. If they pulling you over and asking questions, they don't know nothing for real.
Right, right.
You
Facts.
know what I'm saying?
If they come and get you and ask you questions, they don't have no information. They
They don't
trying to
have
make
no
you tell on
information.
yourself.
That's
Yeah.
it. Or somebody else. In my case, it was like, give us something on some of these people in this. I'm like, bro, I don't know nobody about nothing. Literally, I was out of there in like 10 minutes for real. I walked out of there, they took my phones. And at the end of the day, it's a situation that was drug out. And like I said, I watched when you beat your case. You know what I'm saying? I want to get back to your situation. I watched it and I was like, that's how you fight.
Mm,
That's how you fight, especially when you know that you didn't do anything with ill intentions.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yes,
a
sir.
different fight when you fighting for your life, man.
Totally different, man.
Totally
So,
different. And I commend you, brother.
thank you, man.
Seriously. Seriously, man. So
Thanks. Thank you,
now going through the trial and everything, how long did the trial last?
man. The actually trial went the first. I had two trials. First
Mhm,
trial, um, it it was 2 or 3 months. The first trial, we I got found not guilty on the murder one, murder two. It
mhm,
was a hung jury on the manslaughter, and I got found guilty of the felony firearm,
mhm,
which I had license to carry. So that one shouldn't even happen. But that's a whole nother
mm,
conversation. The judge was supposed to hold that verdict until I got found guilty of another act of the manslaughter, but he didn't do that because my attorney had told me. Now my attorney, this is deep. My attorney was the same. My attorney used to be a detective,
mm,
and he was the same one that got white boy Rick locked up.
Mm.
So Warren Harris. So my attorney had told me that the process is a new prosecutor, young European girl. She was messing with the judge. He had told me because they all in the same gang. He knew it. They all cool.
Yeah,
He's like, man, he's sleeping with her, man. So you're gonna have a rough one going on. You know what I'm saying? They granted every motion that she asked for. They granted it, man, and denied every single one. That you know how it go, man.
man, I know.
And so I beat the so I got found guilty of the 2 years of the man. I mean on a felony firearm. So they sent me upstate, and then I had to come back and fight the manslaughter a few months later, 3 months
Okay.
later, and then I ultimately beat the manslaughter charges. And
Oh,
yeah,
so real quick, I didn't even know that. That the last I knew was the time for the felony firearm. And I got slack for that because I was supportive because I knew the story. Like Nep explained that, he like, bro,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Nep never was like, man, Keith on, yeah, he was like, bro, Keith ain't. He like, bro, he always was like, man. So, and when I seen it, I'm like, look, y'all not gonna like it, but we have to be better towards each other, y'all. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We just got to
mhm,
be better. I didn't know the extent of your relationship with the guy, but I was like, we definitely got to be better towards each other. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? Like
sir.
I post about stuff now and I got slack, because the Highland Park guys, they on my ass, they don't care. They don't care
Yeah,
what the story was about. They just cared about,
yeah,
this
exactly.
one of ours, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Feel like they got to stick together. Do you know me and what's the name? Just caught this dumbass case from Highland Park. Killed his wife.
Super MC.
Listen, me and Soup really fell out. Soup was so pissed about it and like drugged me about that shit. Like,
Super
because he feel like I guess he like the Highland Park mayor or something to himself. And I'm
man,
cool with Cyrus though. And
and
Cyrus,
what's crazy? First of all, I heard about a whole lot of stuff about the Highland Park guys saying this and that. And I'm like, man, I said, how could they say that when I didn't took care and looked out for all them guys, first of all. I said,
man,
they want to
listen,
pick sides on it, and when they know they man's is wrong, how they gonna pick a side? So
they
anyway,
didn't
and
care.
then with Soup, listen, as soon as I heard about Soup, I'm the first one trying to put money on his books.
Listen, they didn't. When I say Keith, they didn't care. All they cared about when I say I had a whole falling out with them, and then it turned into me and I was actually all right with Sonny Cartel.
Okay.
So me and Sonny was all right, did some music. So we end up falling out over some little BS. And when I say, um, I shout out to Cyrus, man. Cyrus shooting videos now, but Cyrus never leaned. Cyrus always said, bro, you solid in my book. We not gonna fall out about no, Detroit Highland Park shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And I
right,
just
right.
was like, look, man, I'm not even being funny. I'm just saying, bro, we not giving each other the type of love that we require, and sometimes your aggression get matched with aggression and it don't end up the way you want it to. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
and I said, man, if it was the shoe on the other foot, y'all wouldn't have the same type of attitude or the same energy, bro.
It wouldn't
You know
be.
what I'm
It
saying?
wouldn't be, man.
Because
We choose a lot of foolishness, man, just because we trying to be loyal
yeah,
or because that's my day one. Like I said, I just told you before you even brought this up. If it's my mama or my kids, if you right, you right. You wrong, you wrong.
and
It
that's it.
don't matter to me in my book, bro.
That's it. So moving forward, like I said, I didn't realize that they brung you back for that. I didn't realize they brung you back on the manslaughter. When I seen it, the last I knew was you got the time for the felony firearm.
And when they
So
sent me upstate
dang,
for that, and then I had to come back and they retried me on. I thought they were gonna throw it out, but they
yeah,
retried me on the manslaughter. Yep, they retried me on the
dang.
manslaughter.
That's crazy. Any way they could try to get you. So moving from that, you end up beating the manslaughter, right? So
Yes,
you do
sir.
the two for the felony firearm that shouldn't have been the felony firearm,
Correct.
but it beat murder time, even manslaughter time.
It beats all of that. You know
It
what I'm
beat
saying?
all of that. So
It,
and it's a flat two. It ain't like the tail.
exactly.
Because
Exactly.
manslaughter, you can get a 5 to 10, 5 to 20, whatever.
And you
Like
got
so,
that tail over your head forever.
yeah, that
Yep.
tail of cold mark. So coming home, what you came home, what, about 18, maybe 17,
20,
18?
2018. I became home in 18 October 2018.
Okay, see, I've been in the feds by then about a year and a half. But coming home, what was your plan coming home? I know, I did. What happened with the hip hop shop? Was it sold or what?
Um, one of the young guys that was there had took over and started doing some things up there. I've been up there once or I think I've been up there one time since then, man. I went in and just looked around and see what they was doing with it, and just left it. Keep. I got bigger and better things to be doing now. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because, and I just been stepping, man. I had a mindset to move forward. I made plans while I was in prison on what I was gonna do, and I actually then superseded those plans already, man. And I'm moving, man. That's all I can say.
that's what I'm talking about. I remember when I first came home, we talked. You was doing. Well, it was something with real estate. When I first came home, you had we kicked it about. I forgot exactly what you were doing,
Hmm.
but it's been 3 years. I've been home a little over 3 years now. I ended up going back to school. I ain't did too much else but school and this. But what exactly are you doing now, and how you look? I know I see the lives and the different things, but what's the play right now and moving forward?
Well, I'm doing real estate in multiple states.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? I got a couple programs that I offer to, small circle of people that I'm trying to get together and teach them what I know and what I've learned.
Mhm.
So I'm doing real estate for finances. I didn't somehow I didn't just jump into this music thing. I've been doing look, I ain't never been no rapper. I ain't gonna never claim to be no rapper. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? With all this mumble rap, I could be a Nas or a Jay-Z nowadays.
Man, listen, it don't take much right now.
Hey, so they made it. They set the platform for me, bro. So I'm
Oh, that's
I'm
what's up.
just that's my hobby. That's what God put on my heart to do. So I'm doing it to the best of my ability.
That's what's up. I didn't even so you put something out. I ain't seen you put nothing out
I
for
got a lot of
music.
little stuff I'm working on. I got a lot of little stuff.
Oh,
I'm about
that's
to,
crazy. I ain't realize.
I'm about to put to the lab right now. Yes, sir.
I heard you say I'm going to the studio. Listen, even when you said I'm going to the studio, right? I'm
Mhm.
thinking you got somebody you investing in or something you pushing. I ain't think you going to rap. It really didn't cross my mind when you said I'm going to the
Yes,
studio.
sir. I got some stuff I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
Okay then. Okay then. Hey, and you got a story. At the end of the day, I mean, some of these guys making up a story, so you don't necessarily need a story.
Everything I say, got receipts. You can go. You can
Yeah.
ask somebody, or we can sit down and talk about it for sure.
That's what's up, man. And so what do you feel like even on the bounce back, right? Having to bounce back more than once, right? Having to bounce back more than once. What's important as an entrepreneur as far as building a brand and dealing with whatever come and bouncing back?
Well, building the brand, man, is really is I found the best brand to build is your own brand. And nothing wrong with helping somebody with what they do.
Mhm,
But when you got your name behind it, and if you a person of integrity, then that's gonna be your brand, whether you helping somebody or whether you putting your own thing out.
mhm,
So that's that's what I feel. Now, me doing it the second or third time, it's like chewing, it's like breathing, man. It ain't nothing to it. I just love doing what I do, and the only way I'm gonna fail if I stop, if I don't feel like doing it. And such thing as failure, man. It's just learning from those mistakes, those trials, those tribulations, and I just keep it pushing, man. It ain't. I didn't fail way more time I succeeded, but you won't be able to tell because I'm always succeeding in something. You know what I'm saying?
bounce back. And people don't get that part either, right? People think they trying to shoot 1,000%. Like you trying to hit 100% of your shots. You trying to bat 1,000. My bad. You're never gonna bat 1,000.
Never, never,
In
man.
baseball, you got to think in baseball, if you batting 300, you doing good.
You doing
You
great.
know what I'm
You
saying? You
doing
doing great at
Yeah,
300. They
you
celebrating you.
you get 70, 80 million for that.
You see what I'm saying? And people don't get it. They think they gotta, so they overthinking it. Once again, I was talking about the perfectionism type of thing. They want to be, I want to be perfect. Like, nah, nothing is perfect.
Nope.
Nothing is perfect.
They
Just
organic. They
do
want
it.
they want to see your struggle. They want to hear your struggle.
That's
I
it.
see the diamond. I want to see what it took to make the diamond. You get what I'm
Just do
saying?
it. And take a attitude. It take a certain attitude to be an entrepreneur. Remember when you was going live and I reached out to you. I said, bro, you want to get this? You want to get a
Yep.
lapel mic?
Yep. Yes,
You
sir.
didn't say you didn't say anything other than I bet.
Nothing to talk about.
And
Listen,
when it got one, I seen you like 2 days later.
yes. What? Hey, I don't listen. As long as you know how to talk to me, I listen to anything in the world you talking
Listen,
about.
bro.
Just don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. It's
Listen.
all love, man. I don't
I
mind, bro.
just you see how the winners have different attitudes though. That's the
Mm,
point I'm making. The winners we have different attitudes. People tell me stuff all the time and I listen. Even if I feel like I'm about to finish my MBA in a month, I may feel like I'm more educated than you, I'm more whatever, but whatever information you give me, I literally listen to it. And if it's worth trying, I'm going to try it.
you a human sponge.
You have to be. A
Yeah.
lot of people, they find a little something at work and they stay in that pocket and they
Hmm.
got everything else around them that's messed up, and they got this little thing that work, and they just stay in that pocket. And it's like, dude, you can turn that little thing into something big if you just listen a little bit.
Facts.
As an entrepreneur, we have to take on lifelong education. You have to be a lifelong learner.
Even doctors, every year or two, they gotta go take continual education classes and courses. You
People
got to
don't
be,
get it.
man. You got to continuously learn something.
They don't get it. This it's an information age. So things are moving even faster now, right? So you have to stay up on everything that you're doing. This software might be the best software today, right? I was using another one last year and that
And
one
every
was all right.
upgrade, you got to keep on moving with it.
That one was all right.
Yep. Got
Somebody kind of like, man, this one a little better. I tried both of them out for about a month and scrapped the other one. Let's get on over here. You feel
right
what
on.
I'm saying? That
You gonna have,
and you don't have that attitude you threw.
you got to give me some game on that, man. I just put charge my phone up. I throw my mic on. You told me to get, and I'm rolling, man.
No, listen, I'm gonna send you the because you can do this in your office, right? This ain't nothing but an office setup.
Oh,
This ain't
seriously?
nothing I just made. Yeah, bro, I got some lights back there. This a bookshelf behind me, and my studio is over here. I got my studio and an office set up, right?
Okay.
So like if you look here, let me see if it go that way. That's my recording stuff. So that's this whole studio set up behind me. I always had my own studio. But
Okay.
that's all I did was basically just set it up. And I seen you, bro. It's probably, man, this setup probably a little less than a band, bro. Like this with this a whole, I got a whole podcast. I got a mixer. It's a mixing thing, and then I'll send you the software, bro, because all this do, and you can break it down because the big thing now is reels. So
Mm-hmm.
you want your content broke down into small microbytes because
Yeah.
people are only looking at reels. You can put the reels on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube Shorts. Right now, the information is being consumed real quick. So
Yeah.
you going on there and talking for let's say 30 minutes. We've been on here 42 minutes. I'm gonna go on here. I'm gonna break this up into microbytes, right? And they'll be 30-second clips. I try to keep the clips less than a minute so I
Mm-hmm.
can use them on all the reels and the shorts, right? So
Right.
when I send you a couple and all you will see that all I do is use the clips. I go through CapCut. I go
Okay.
through CapCut and they add the auto captions and you can clip it with just the words.
That's
You
dope.
can you
Yeah.
can edit it with just the words on CapCut. So I do caption edit. So if I say and all of that, it lets me take that out just by editing like a Word doc.
That's
It's
dope.
so quick. It took me longer to explain it probably than it is for me to actually do it. You don't
Yeah.
need an editor or nothing, right, Keith? I'm gonna give you the whole play, right? It's gonna be off of here. I just gave you the whole play, basically,
I
but
got
I'm
to
gonna send you the actual software, like this StreamYard, and then I use CapCut just to edit it. But on here, I can break it down into microbytes. Once I'm done with this, it asks me if I want to repurpose it. I can go in there and steal little clips.
Okay. Turn me on to some game, bro. I need
I
it.
got you, man. This the play though. StreamYard is the play.
Okay.
What I'm using right now, and I could just send you a link and you can come on and it hook up to all my to my monocaster and the different things that I use. This a nice mic. I tried a cheaper mic. You gotta get a good mic. I tried a
Yeah.
cheaper mic. It was crazy. I tried like this probably like a $500 mic. I think I tried like a $200. It was over. That mic was terrible.
Say
But
less.
I'm gonna shoot you this. I'll shoot you everything that I got, bro. And if you need me to come set it up, I'll come set it up. It's literally like a 10-minute setup.
That's love. Okay.
Yeah, bro, I got you. I be wanting everybody to get on here because we all got a story. We all got something to say, man. You got guys on here talking about a bunch of nothing. So we got to drown out the BS. And the
Yeah.
only way to do that is if we all, motivate each other, push
I,
each other and get to this like sub content with substance. We need content with substance because our youth are they man, they digesting a lot of BS, bro.
Man, I
From
mean,
the music to everything. It's just a lot of BS, man.
it's too much of it, man. It's too much of it. I totally agree with you, bro.
So let's do that. I'm gonna send you the information, man, as soon as we get off of here. And I'll try to get you everything that I got. It's literally, bro, probably about it's probably a band, man. It's probably
Uh,
about a band worth of equipment. This camera right here, this a digital camera. I may want to upgrade that in a minute. I seen one that I like. I've been debating with myself because I'm getting they say during the pandemic we got Amazon crazy. I'm kind of Amazon crazy. I'm trying to stop myself.
but yeah, let do that for me, bro. Please, I get you. Do that
Nah,
for
I
me.
got you.
And
I
we
got
gotta tune in. We gotta touch you in a couple, different topics, different conversations, man. I got your back if you need somebody to talk about something, baby.
Man, most definitely. And I just appreciate you because I posted it and you was right on it. Yeah, I'm ready. So I
Let's do.
appreciate you tapping in. Everybody else, I got females that be on there. I'll do it. I'll do it. I got to get my hair done. I got to like, listen, man,
Hey, I stay
put a
ready.
hat on and let's go.
Right, I'm ready, man. Anytime, bro.
My guy, man. Thank you for tuning in. Let everybody know what's your social media, where to follow you at.
You
And
can
we'll
follow
go
me
from
on Facebook, Keith Hudson or Keith Benjamin Hudson. On Facebook, on Instagram, the Original Hip Hop Shop. You can find me there.
all right. My guy, man. Thanks for tuning in. Get in that studio and make sure you send me something. I want to hear what you're talking about.
I got you. I promise you I do that. All right.
My guy. Go, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm
Love,
gonna hit
man.
you up, man. It's love, bro. It's good to talk to you.
Give me Nip number.
I'm gonna send you NEP number too.
I bet.
For sure. What's up, y'all? So that was a dope interview, y'all. This all I'm doing here is just talking to people that's handling their business, y'all. It's nothing overly done. It's nothing overproduced. It's literally me kicking it with some entrepreneurs that I know, some credible entrepreneurs, y'all. These not guys that's just, I'm an entrepreneur for Facebook. These are guys that I knew handle their business. And he had a very unique story. And I hadn't spoke with him before to see how far he wanted to go into that. But I'm glad he touched on it and he explained it. I learned something. I didn't even realize it. It was extra stuff in it. But I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Y'all been here for 47 minutes and some change. If it's any questions, y'all just reach out to me, man. I put a link to my community right now. That is my focus. I am building up this community. It is called Business Builders. So I may get like a shorter link that I could post. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that when I log off. But use that link and join the business builder community. That community will continue to grow. We got a few people in there now, but I want to start putting different assets in there, things that people can use to grow their business. Right now, we have the credit DIY credit kit and the DIY business builder kit, which is how you get business credit and different things like that. But I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff in there in the next few weeks. Um, I'm kind of busy with school, but I'm still building up things, and I want y'all to get in there, ask some questions if you got some questions. It's a dope free community. I'm not even promoting the paid community yet. It's a paid community, but we not ready for the paid community. I want to get people in this free community, and I want to get y'all in there, and I want to get y'all used to being in these type of communities because that's what's important. Facebook, the it's basically a Facebook group, but I have more control over it. And the reason for that is Facebook, when they got control over your business, they exercise their control. They will take your page from you. They will take your groups from you. They will take anything from you that they feel like, and you are not in control of that. In these particular groups, I can make any type of content I want. I can put it in there. I can give y'all different PDFs, videos, courses, everything in this community. And I want to make sure that the community is valuable to entrepreneurs. So click the link in the comments and join the free community. We will have a funnel released real soon. I didn't like the first mock-up that they sent me, but we're gonna get this funnel out and start getting people in this community. That is the main thing that I'm promoting right now is this community. I want everybody in this community. And if you need any type of automation or anything like that, I am making sure that all the people have the best opportunity to get their business automated because it is so important to me. I didn't even understand the importance of it until the last like 6 months because as solopreneurs, we do so much that we end up shooting ourselves in the foot a lot of times. So I want to give a shout out to my brother. You see this shirt? This is an entrepreneur shirt. Entrepreneur. When it's working, full-time entrepreneur. You see it. This is a plain clothes millionaire t-shirt. Shout out to my brother. His name is DeAntoine, and he is on my Facebook page. And is dope clothing. Y'all probably seen me in different jogging outfits, but I'm promoting the t-shirt today. I am not a paid spokesperson. I actually buy this brand. I love this brand, and I supposed to went on the site and did gave some reviews, and I ain't did that, and I need to do that immediately. But y'all see it. This is dope. This is dope. Entrepreneurship at its finest. Dope quality, dope customer service. I think I reached out to him. I said, bro, they say my package delivered and it ain't here yet. And he was on it. He tracked it down. He tracked it down. He say, man, it says here. I said, oh man, that's my business address. How did it go there? But I went and picked it up and it's all good, y'all. So support entrepreneurship and good entrepreneurship. This is not a Hanes t-shirt. I wish y'all could feel it. Like this is top quality. Everything, the jogging outfits are not just cotton, and like it's when I say the quality is great, the fit is great, everything is great about plain clothes millionaires, y'all. And I didn't know this brother before I started buying clothes from him. So it's not like this was my homie. I just was supporting his business. People, if you are going to be an entrepreneur, you cannot give people low quality material and terrible customer service and expect for the best. Shout out to my guy Mo too. I seen Mo the other weekend. He came to the battle. Shout out to my brother Mo. He looking good, y'all. He had an incident to where he was in a wheelchair and he moving around, he mobile. I seen him. He got a you know, it's assisted walking like with a cane and stuff like that. But he looking good, y'all. So shout out to Mo and Motivated and everybody downriver that's promoting that too, y'all. So DeAntoine Nelson and Mo and Motivated. Shout out to y'all for making quality things, y'all. Like quality. I am not supporting you just because you're an entrepreneur and you make t-shirts or you make jogging outfits. I'm supporting quality material and good customer service. And both of those guys are delivering. So thank y'all for tuning in. Check me out. I will probably go live. I'm gonna try to go live tomorrow night. If I get me an entrepreneur or two that want to tap in, y'all, I'm gonna go live tomorrow night. And thank y'all for everybody that tuned in. We still winning. Oh, and it's real life.